The fourth and final danger that we'll talk on today is that it creates emotional overwhelm and exhaustion. When you are constantly feeling like you need to be changed, when you are constantly feeling like you have to get better, in a physical way, from a physical standpoint, where you are constantly being compared to other images of what a body should look like, what a woman should look like, it creates emotional overwhelm, and eventually it leads to emotional exhaustion because you don't have enough room and enough emotional capacity to deal with all the things that are actually happening in your life and that you actually need to be focusing on, because you're in your head, right? Picking yourself apart. Living in this constant state of personal insecurity and these feelings of personal inadequacy. And that's one of the causes of creating social anxiety. You know, a lot of times people will shroud it in ego and say, oh, I don't like people, I don't want to be around people. That's not what it is. You don't feel adequate enough to be around people. You're afraid for people to see you and judge you, and for them to think that you're not good enough, because you already believe you're not good enough. And it comes from us living in this bubble of this plastic surgery culture that is telling us that if you don't like something about yourself, cut it and adjust it. As opposed to doing the internal work to ask yourself, why is it that I dislike this part of myself? Why is it that I feel inadequate about myself? When those are the real questions you get to ask, it's about self-reflection. It is about self-awareness, because that's what leads to growth. Okay, and truth be told, there are a lot of happy women in relationships where they are being loved and adored and treated well, and they have stretch marks and saggy titties and flabby stomachs and all of these things. And there are a lot of women with the illusion of these perfect bodies who are in relationships and they're being treated like shit. Because one of the things that you want to be cautious of is that when you are operating from a state of psychological psychosis, where you believe that how you appear on the outside makes you a better human being, makes you a better woman, makes you more worthy, you are still operating from a place of personal lack. You are still operating from a place of inadequacy. You are still operating from a place of insecurity. Even though you look different on the outside, the inside has not changed. So you will then attract people who are attracted to your insecurity. You will attract people who are attracted to your inadequacy. You will attract more lack because you're feeling more lack. And the people that you bring into your life will be takers. They will want to take more from you and take more of you. And you will never, ever truly be good enough for them because of where you are operating from.